Hey, this is Herman here from DragonForce. I'm geeking the hell out of myself and you guys on Gear Gods.
Hi, this is Gian Zanone from DragonForce and you are geeking out to Gear Gods.
Hi, this is Vadim from DragonForce and you're geeking out to Gear Gods.
Hey, this is Herman here from DragonForce, and I believe all you guys watching this are total guitar geeks, nerds. So on Gear Gods, I'm going to show you things in serious details that you won't hear anywhere else, because I don't want to bore them other places when they ask me this gear. I always go very simple, but we're going to go into details right now just for you guys, okay? Shall I start with Sam's guitar, since Sam is not here? We have this is actually this is a 6-string second guitar. This is a Los Angeles, LA custom shop, Ibanez. It has a Edge Zero bridge, which is different, which is this Sam Totman signature model, but it's a customized version. On this one, we actually use the lightest wood possible because he likes a soft, light guitar, so he can jump around in the air, spin in the air, which is a normal DragonForce show. And I kind of helped Sam design and work on the specs on this. So he's got the Edge Zero bridge, same as me. On my guitars, the reason is, if something breaks, we don't need to have a selection of different Ibanez bridges or backup. Yeah, we just take one backup or two backup bridges and they work for both guitarists at the same time. So that's why he's using the Edge Zero, just like me. DiMarzio pickups, a pair of Evolution pickups here, I believe, yes. We had the activators for a bit, but now we've gone back to the Evolution because we prefer the clarity of it when we're playing really fast. Okay, so that's your Sam Totman STM1. Number 2, I'm almost like a guitar tech. I know everything here. That's another one. I think that was another custom, which is a Sam Totman model of just black color, because he doesn't use the neck pickup so much for sweeping. We took it off to improve sustain on the guitar. The reason is magnetic pull will kill your sustain. Well, not kill your sustain, but decrease your sustain when you have more magnets going down. So this actually sustains even better when you just have one pickup if you don't use it. So for certain songs, he used the one with the neck pickup, but this is his other main one. And again, Edge Zero bridge. And this one have the 0-point system installed. If you don't know what the 0-point system is, if you do double stops like that, bends, you don't need to bend this string at the same time. You just bend one string because the bridge doesn't move forward so much when you bend. Okay, probably set up better on my one, but he doesn't use it. These stuff here to put picks, yeah, they're just like you buy them at Staples, where you put the books, little papers together, you clip them together. It's great for putting guitar picks. You can see on the other guitars. Yeah, so this is a Evolution bridge pickup. There, that's your Sam Totman guitars. You also have a 7-string, which is a standard model, Ibanez Prestige, Japanese guitar. It's actually absolutely stock. So including the pickups are stock DiMarzio pickups that come with this RG 7-string guitar, which is still on the catalog right now, at least in Europe. Again, same bridge, 7-string version. Okay, and you can see in details how these things work. This is not the ideal one because it's circular. That's the only one I could find when I was in England. You need the flat ones. And because double-sided tape, so when you pull off the picks, sometimes you got all this stuff left on the pick. So let's start with my 7-string here. So this is the Ibanez E-Gen 7-string custom model, which is the, let me see. This is the second one they made for me. I know by the grip feel, okay? And I got the same, these are like custom Herman Lee model, which I hate calling it Herman Lee model, because I'm, just the way my thinking, I don't like to have models under my name. That's why it's called E-Gen instead of called a Herman Lee signature model. And they're the same as the 6-string, but 7-string version. So everything is almost the same as the 6-string guitar, which I'll show you with all the splitting of the coil. And actually, one of the most important things for me on 7-string is having the 0 point. it's much easier to tune a 7-string guitar with a 0-point system than without. And because I know I have like a 540 S7, which is a 1991 Ibanez S series with 2 single coil and 1 humbucker. Those one was the old low pro edge bridge, and it actually takes much longer to tune it, the 7-string version. And also have like an RG 7620, which also takes longer than to tune than this. Okay. Right, this one. If this video goes out in time, you can. I play about 2 songs on this tour for this guitar. This is a E-Gen 8 actually, a Indonesian-made guitar. So don't think I only play the Japanese version. This is actually exactly, you can see E-Gen 8 made in Indonesia's factory stock model. The only difference is I've changed the pickup to be the same as my E-Gen 18, and the bridge has been converted to a, let's see if you guys know what bridge this is. This is an Edge Pro bridge, okay? Discontinued, but it was a great fit to change for this tour. So the deal is this: you can win this guitar. This guitar can be yours. I'm giving away this guitar at the end of the tour. I play with this, so this is a played guitar. You just need to go to revolver.com to see how to win this guitar, or DragonForce.com. We got a link from there, and you can win a bunch of gaming gear at the same time. So this guitar can be yours. Only one E-Gen 8 in this setting. Okay, so this is yours. Can be. Okay, this one is the kind of the famous-ish guitar. So I have to show you in the dark later. So I'll talk about this later. So you have to cut this into it, yeah? Cut. There's a trick on this guitar. Is you can see there's a battery here. So everyone's seen this before. Nothing special. The lights. But the difference is I got the chase mode on this guitar, which means I can go up and down. Whatever fret the strings touch, it will light up. So you can go up there, you can see when I do the fast solos and stuff like that. Yeah. So this one is actually customized by a friend at Broad Axe Guitars. So if you want to get your guitar done this way, go see that guy. Show you that in the dark. Yeah. Okay. No one got these. No. Okay. So, and this is the famous. This is my main guitar. The famous Ibanez E-Gen 18. It looks like your main guitar. This is. You can say I'm almost like trying to create the broken Jimi Hendrix guitar or the Steve Vai Evo guitar in my version. This is the first E-Gen 18 they ever made from the production. The first one, this was displayed at NAMM in 2008, right, the first guitar. And so everything is kind of stock, but there's still few tricks on this. Okay, so I'll show you what's going on here. Apart from all the stuff you can read on the internet what it is. So you can see I played it so much that it turned into a gloss guitar instead of a matte finish. So this is how it looked originally. This is a matte finish guitar. Now it's completely gloss. I've overplayed it. It has been glued together. I mean, all this stuff it broke off. I've kicked the guitar a million times. I've stage dived the guitar, and I played in the jacuzzi. And recently, I played in the underwater with this guitar, and the headstock was cracked. I don't know if you can see the line here. Yeah, we glued it back together. You probably see on YouTube how we did this. Emergency exit. No more serial number because it kind of came off when we were gluing it. There's crack on the body, but I think we sealed that. I got a longer version of that video too. How we glue the guitar together. And what special? We got the Lumile. So we custom put these in Lumile, which is a Japanese company, make these dots. They're really nice. They got blue one and green one to put on side dots. And of course, apart from the standard stuff, little trick here is this. You see this thing here? Actually, let me control the point of the end of the bar. So if I put this here, this will be a perfect A, for example. Because sometimes, you know, it can be, you know, you can get any old pitch, you don't know what's going on. This control how much I can pull back. This is a improvised thing. And you can't really see it unless I open it up. But now, if I set it up, I pull it here, I can adjust this, so how high, how much lower I can go, how much higher I can go, and then I know if I do this, I got the perfect pitch of the note I want if I hold it still and I do a bit vibrato. So this is a thing you can do a lot of, only on this guitar actually, because I got at least seven notes, seven semitone when I pull high, right? And I can control if I want to go 5 or 6 or a bit less. So this is a little custom thing. The design of the bridge helped me put in there. So a Japanese guy who designed the bridge originally. So this is your E-Gen 18, the only one. And people ask, you know, why didn't I just get another guitar when I broke the headstock? It's not the same. The guitar been played, the sound different, the wood have responded to the vibration of the sound, and it changes the wood, you know, when you play the guitar. Yeah, so it's probably the best sounding guitar I got because I played it the most. So that's it for this US tour. So we don't have that many guitars. Okay, let me go through the rack, the rig, I don't know what you want to call it, the rig of this tour. We actually scaled down this tour for North America tour. So we just rebuilt this one. We combine everything in one for guitar players, just, you know, just to make the stage more room and change over easier. So I mean, it's great to have a massive fridge of a gear, but you know, things are always changing, we're adapting to it. So let's have a look at this stuff. Okay, I've combined Sam's and my stuff all into one here. Adriano, actually my guitar tech did. We got the just a power conditioner for stuff. You got lift, ground, and all that stuff. Tuner, I got an old Korg tuner here at the moment. Got a sound card here because running a click. I'm running a click so that can control all the MIDI changes of my pedal changes. So I don't have to press any pedals on stage. I'm free to play the show rather than think about it's time to press for that, except for the whammy and the wah-wah pedal, which is on the parallel loop. Okay, we got the Line 6 G90 wireless here, which people thought I broke when I jumped in the swimming pool, but we didn't. Everything worked perfectly. Old school Rocktron Prophecy. I like the old shredder sound, you know, from the 80s. So Rocktron gears always deliver some great sound, and I got all my patches up here. So if you want to check it out, I got one for lead, usually solo, rhythm, clean stuff, rhythm, whammy pedal stuff, which runs with the loop here, which is the patch mate here. Hot hand wah here at the bottom, which is connected to the patch mate loop 8, and the MIDI will call each different ones automatically. Switch them on, switch whichever loop we need. Auto wah, for certain solos I use auto wah based on dynamics of how I pick. Octave down, octave up harmonies, solos lead harmonizer, which I actually don't have on this tour at the moment. I will have sooner or later, but I don't have after the rebuild. So you know, that's your basic stuff. I got the Rocktron Power Tap here. It's really cool. Very, you know, no noise for the pedals and powering different things here. Really great. So here stops my stuff, right? So you got in case you know source audio, that's the hot hand, the ring I wear that controls. Which this one at the moment is a wah. I guess we didn't build this rig to do everything of every single song here. This is kind of just for this tour. We build it this way, okay? Because we're on a special guest slot here, so we're trying to make things simple, only do stuff for the song. Otherwise, in the past, just this rack is just for me alone. Okay, now we just combine into one. So we cut a few things out. And that's Sam's stuff, which is pretty much the same stuff. Line 6 wireless G90, along with the Prophecy 2 preamp. And along with this, we've got the bass player stuff here, the wireless, Shure, and the backup units here, and the bass preamp. Pretty straightforward. Sometimes we like to keep things simple. Yeah, and just in case you want to check this out, here, we got the pedal board here. At the bottom here, we can pull it out on the drawer. Oh. In case the computer failed to stop switching the pedals, we can do it manually. Wah, Herman rhythm. So give you an example. If you do double lead, that's when we're both doing leads. SS is Sam solo. If you click on Sam solo, it turns me to rhythm automatically. So you don't have to go two. This one click will run both rig at the same time. Yeah. So just they're designed that way. Mutes both of us in case something goes wrong. The double rhythm, turn both to rhythm. So if one guy's on solo or both on double lead, you hit once and it goes to, they're all programmed in different channels, MIDI-wise, to be able to facilitate. So we talked about the MIDI stuff earlier. So I got the MIDI stuff, synchronizing the pedal changes and all that. And at the same time, right now I'm working on the video screen, the video images that's going to synchronize with the show. At the same time, that's going to play with the music and everything. So that's what I'm working on. It's all synced with MIDI and the pedals and everything. So we've got automated show here. It's great.
Hey there, this is Vadim from DragonForce, and I'm going to give you my rig or gear rundown, if that's okay. It's very, very simple. Right here I've got Korg X50, and that's routed via Korg KS Pad 3, which runs some of the samples and special effects, and I just mainly using it for dynamic special effects. So I switched to 7 and it's got like selection of things here. At the moment it's powered down, but yeah, I just basically maneuver it with my finger on top of this lovely little bit here. And yeah, so it completely, if I have to like mix or distort or do anything to do with the sound here, because everything goes through here, it gives me the ability to adjust or add an extra effect on top of what's coming from here. So that's that, and out of that it goes obviously into DI box here, this one here, which is housed DI box, and I've got 2 pedals going. This one is a sustain pedal, and this one here is a switch pedal. So everything is programmed in one after another, so all the patches I just have to switch them up, going up, up, up all the time. So when I'm playing I don't have to think about pressing buttons and things like that, which is convenient. And right here on top is my recent addition to my gear, which is Korg RK100S. It's the keytar, or portable keyboard, whatever you want to call it. It's a little bit beat up at the moment, but it's a great instrument. It's very durable and very sturdy. A hard wooden shell that holds the whole thing together, and I run all the sounds from here, from this module. So there's no MIDI, it's just the wireless. There's wireless, like a guitar wireless going in here, and I just want to, when the mood strikes or when the time is right, I strap it on, put it over my shoulder and get out there and shred it out. It's really great because, like, I program all the patches with the that's actually me playing earlier. They recorded it because it was so good. And basically, I program all the patches on the sound editor and I import it into the key. And that's me singing, by the way. Import the whole thing into the keyboard, and it sounds great. It's amazing, So that way I can get get like good sound here. Instead of top keyboard, it gives me like that freedom, being a top keyboard with added extra sounds as well as like portable ability to do things. So yeah, that's my rig, that's my rundown. Hope you enjoyed it.
So here there is Gian Zalone, and from DragonForce, is the drummer of DragonForce. And so yeah, I'm going to introduce my drum kit for this big, huge tour, American tour. And so yeah, I start the 27th of April, the tour, and we'll finish next week. And so yeah, what I'm going to describe you is my drum kit today. So I have a Mapex Saturn 4 drum kit that actually Mapex provide me at the beginning of the tour. They provide me all the drum kit. Actually, that my drum kit that I'm using in the tour is the sizes of the toms are the 10, 12, 13, 16 and 18. And yeah, I use Ibanez drumettes. So I use the hydraulic model. So because I like thick drumettes. I like the sounds that they do. I guess that for the metal style, metal music is the best choice. If you wanna have sounds, very dry sounds, like with a lots of pitch, a lots of bass, and not so many resonance. So yeah, this is my choice basically for drumettes. And I use on the snare, I use the 14 Onyx model, is always an Ibanez. An Ibanez drumettes is a bit more thin than the hydraulic models, but is right for the snare. I mean, by my choice. Then we are in the middle of the sound check of Camelot, so probably I don't know if
it's all good.
It's all good. Okay, so yeah, as I told you, the Mapex drum kit is the Saturn 4, is the Saturn 4 model. The finish it's called the Sparkling Hybrid Red Blue, and yeah, all the woods are made in walnuts and maple, which is good because the walnuts give you the bass sound, give you the bass, and the maple gives you a bit of resonance more because it's a soft wood. And so let's go to talk about the cymbals. So the cymbals is my pride, is my personal pride because they are Italian. It's called UFIP company. Is UFIP that it means Unione Fabbricanti Italiani di Piatti. And so they are from Pistoia, Italy, my country. So I'm pretty proud. I'm very proud to be endorsed by them, and actually they provide me a full set of Bionic series that you can, it's better here. This is the name of the series. It's called Bionic series. Are all made in B20. B20 is bronze. It's bronze. It's bronze, right? Yeah. B20, and they are all handmade and all hand hammered, which means that each cymbal has its own sound. Every cymbal is produced by in a different way. So every cymbal has, even if it's, for example, talking about the two splashes, even if they have the same sizes, but they sound different because they are all handmade and all hand hammered. So every model has its own characteristic, has its own, has its own characteristics. So about the size of the cymbals, I normally use big sizes, especially for crashes. I use the 18. The 18 is this one, and then I use 19 inches, then 19 there, and a 20 inches there. Usually, about China, I use the 19 inches here and the 18 inches here. So about the pedals, I use these are the special pedals that I'm using during my tour, but not just here, about all the tour, all the maximum overall tour. The company that produced these pedals it's called Zarcicopito, which I'm wearing their t-shirt, and they are providing me this kind of amazing pedals. They are handmade. They're not handmade. They are made by CNC machine. So they produce this kind of pedals just for extreme drummers. So they are really, really powerful pedals. They are really reliable in every kind of music you can play. You can use this pedal. So the transmission is a direct drive. There is a direct drive here, and a spring that is a high fast speed spring that give you the chance to go very, very fast on drums. And about the material of the pedals, basically is all made in aluminium metal, and the basement is in metal. So the pedal actually, even if it looks like big and huge pedal, but is really, really light. Is really, really light and reliable. So it's for your feet. I guess this is the best choice. And so what about they comes in two double pedals. So is normally this one is a double pedal, but I'm not using the bar for connect the two pedals. So I'm using the two single pedals, which is good because one spring is here and the second spring is there. So even if I want to choose to use the two single pedal, I can also do it because the spring is in each pedals. Okay, so which is really good. Not all the pedals are made like that, albeit like that. So about hardware, I'm using Mapex hardware, and they are the new series of hardware. It's called Falcon series. So they are really, really good hardware, and made it, of course, in steel. And so all the clamps are made by Mapex. So all the hardware basically are made by Mapex. And about the drumsticks, so I'm using the ProMark drumsticks. The model is the 5B. I want to introduce this new model of Roland. It's called TM2. It's the new trigger module that Roland made it in, I guess, in this last couple of years. So it's new model, and actually it's really, really comfortable for us, for drummers, because instead of the normal models of the normal trigger module that they have, you know, 10, 15 inputs with 10 different inputs for triggers, they have just, the model has just 2 inputs. So one just for the trigger, for the kick, and the second one is for the snare, for the trigger of the snare, which is really good because for us drummers sometimes we have just to put the trigger, we just to use the trigger on the kick and the snare, and we don't want to bring with us, you know, big modules, you know, which is they just waste space, you know, they just take space in our drum kit that sometimes we need space where we are on stage, you know. And this kind of module is really good because it is a little module, so it can fit in the small spaces. It can be fixed on a clamp. Now, actually, I'm fixing this module on the clamp attached to the hi-hat, so it's really, really good. It's light. So about the function of this module, you have a lot of sound for the kick, a lot of sound for the snare, and so you have different kinds of sounds, since the percussion sounds, since the heavy metal sounds. And the good thing of this module is that you can upload your own sounds by a SD card. So it's really good because if you use your sound from the CDs, from the album, actually, I can use the sounds from our album Maximum Overload, for example. And so there is a volume here, a master volume that can regulate, can just make the output. Yeah, that's right, the output volume. And then we have, an exit here, an output of mono and right, which is together is stereo, and an output either for the phones. And so basically everything is here. So it's really good. I suggest you to buy it for all the drummers, because it's really, really good. Roland rules in this case, Okay. So I show you, it's really good even. So it's just, there is the space for AA, that's right, AA battery. So actually, if you don't want to use the power adapter, you can use also the battery, which is good as well because it can be more reliable. About the snare, I'm talking about the snare that I'm using. The snare that I'm using in this tour. It's called, is a special edition of Mapex. It's called Black Panther. It's a steel snare. So is 14 inches for 5.5, and all the shells are the shell is in steel. So because I like really high sounds, I really like the sounds, the steel sounds actually. I used to have a bronze one, a brass one, and a steel one, which is this one. I like all of them because the sound is really dry and really high. I like also the resonance. For reduce the resonance, I use a moon gel just here, and just for take down a bit of resonance. Black Panther for Mapex drums is the best series that they did together with Saturn IV, which is now there is a new one that is called Saturn V. And but I'm not going to introduce the series because I'm using the 4. So okay, so about the guitar, the Gear Gods, geargods.net, that's right. So it's been a pleasure and hope to see you next time, and thank you for the support. Okay, cheers guys.